Our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, like most beloved people, had a lot of nicknames. The Great Emancipator, the Rail Splitter, and Honest Abe. But how about the Repairman? Because when our nation was badly broken, Abe Lincoln stepped in to fix it. There are two facts everyone knows about Abe Lincoln. He was born in a log cabin, and he was our tallest president. Although he became tall long after he left the log cabin. Few thought that this tall, awkward man would ever become president.
If you look at him as a youngster, one would not have predicted he would have done much but become another farmer like his father or gone further west and become a hunter. But he wanted to learn. He had ambitions, he had dreams.
Lincoln educated himself and became a respected lawyer and public figure in Springfield, Illinois. Thankfully, this was in the mid-19th century, back when image wasn't everything.
There's a lot of people who say Abe Lincoln couldn't win today. He was really tall and gangly and goofy looking, and he actually had a terrible voice. He had a really high, squeaky voice for a big guy.
But while Abe Lincoln might not have had the most impressive voice, the words that he spoke in the 1850s, when the young Republican Party was leading the charge against slavery, commanded attention.
A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure permanently half slave and half free.
What is stunning to me about Lincoln is the idea that he can hold that belief through 4 years of civil war. It's that he doesn't turn back from it. He doesn't imagine that there's some compromise.
During a Senate run in 1858, Lincoln said some surprising things during a series of slavery debates with rival Stephen Douglas, like that slavery violated the natural rights of black people. Lincoln lost that Senate race, but won the Republican nomination for president. And as Lincoln became president, the divided nation split into all-out civil war. Lincoln was determined to hold the nation together.
The reason we are one United States of America today is only because of Abraham Lincoln. A lesser leader would have allowed the South to go, maybe not even had that war.
Lincoln was the best wartime president. He had one goal: to save the Union. He would do it by whatever tactic he needed.
One of those tactics was to suspend habeas corpus, which essentially meant that an American could be tossed in jail and held without evidence in the name of protecting national security.
Ensuring the civil liberties and the rights of the citizen is one of the giant tasks of any president during wartime. If you go back to Lincoln, in a sense, he failed the test. He violated the Constitution.
Thankfully, Abe proved he was back on the side of civil liberties by deciding to make good on that whole all men are created equal thing in the Declaration of Independence. In 1863, Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation to end slavery in the United States.
And Lincoln saves the Union and recreates the American story, despite the fact that Lincoln was ambivalent about the question of slavery, and certainly deeply ambivalent about the question of black equality.
Our greatest president, I'm going to be very cliche about this, was Abraham Lincoln, because he brought us through the greatest of our problems. The great divide in American history was the Civil War. And the great divide in American history was the black-white divide, where whites were free and blacks were unfree.
The South surrendered to the North in 1865, effectively ending the Civil War. But one of its last victims was Abe Lincoln. John Wilkes Booth's bullet may have ended the life of the great emancipator, but his words and deeds live on to this day.
Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.